How's it going, guys? It is Deep here, and it's time for episode number 3 of Season 2 of Let's Play HUD. And we're going to start off this episode by picking up a first-line center. That man is Paul Stastny for 1,250 by now. An 86 overall center for the Avalanche, who will fit in nicely on our first line with Mihalik and Kessel, as you can see there. Weidman and Seidenberg still on our first-line defensive pairing. Then we have Jokinen, Bozak, Havlat, Falk, and Grossman. Falk, by the way, Olympic selection for the U.S., so a nice pickup by myself there. And probably could sell him for more if I wanted to right now. And Backstrom ends up still being our goalie. So anyways, let's go into the first game against Riptide here. And as you can see, to start off, it's going to be him bringing it into the zone. It's a nice poke by Gostad. Weidman ends up sending a little sauce over to Gostad. Gostad is through, short-handed, and a quick backhand on his goalie to put it away and make it 1-0. Later on here, it's going to be Grossman playing it over to Mihalik. Ends up being Falk picking up the puck. He's going to feed it over to Kessel. Kessel shoots. It's stopped by the goalie. But Kessel goes around the net, feeds it over to Stastny. Stastny has himself his first goal for our team. Later on here, Weidman over to Seidenberg. Seidenberg is going to keep the puck. He's going to give it back to Weidman. Weidman over to along the boards to Mihalik. Back to Weidman. Over to Kessel. Over to Mihalik. And what a passing play by our team. Completely confused their goalie, and that would make it 3-0. Still here, he is on the power play. Seidenberg is completely going to miss that check. He's going to shoot, and it goes off Backstrom's glove and in to make it 3-1. Later on here, though, Kessel's going to get shoved. He's going to pass it off the goalie's pads, and Mihalik's going to pick it up to make it 4-1. Then later here, Seidenberg's going to take a shot, ends up being going wide. Stasny's going to keep it, and he's just going to wrap around the goalie to make it 5-1. Later on here, Lane ends up getting the puck. He's going to go across. He's going to get the pass right back from his opponent and put it away to make it 5-2. He is on the power play here. Kessel's going to get the puck from a nice pass by Fraser, and a double backhand pass to goalie would end up making this one a 6-2 score. Then Havlat ends up getting the puck. He gets rocked by his opponent, and Gostad picks up the loose puck though off a poke from Havlat's play, and Gostad puts it away on the backhand for a second of the game to make it 7-2. And just for good measure here, time running out, Mihalik making a nice couple moves, holding on to the puck right around their defenseman, and Gostad ends up picking up the loose puck and going 5-0 with 0.9 seconds left to get himself a hat-trick in this one. So nice job by our team to keep our place in Division 9. Jokinen ends up getting injured in that game, 843 EA pucks from that one. As you can see, we're up to 6 points here in Division 9, and just domination on our part. 12 minutes to 3 minutes time on attack. 3 stars of the game were Phil Kessel, Paul Gostad, and Mihalan Mihalik. So after that game, I decided, we got to pick up another player with Jokinen injured. We're going to pick up Nikolai Kulemin for 1,000 by now. A solid player, 84 overall, who could pair up nicely with Bozak with the chemistry. So anyways, let's go into the next one. He's got the Red Wings logo and jersey. And to start off here, Stafford is going to get rocked by Stastny. Stastny gets it. He goes down low to Mihalik. Mihalik feeds it over to Havlat, and Havlat puts it away for the first of the game to make it 1-0. Later on here, though, it's going to be Kuhlman getting the puck. Kuhlman feeds it over to Havlat. Havlat takes a shot, stopped by his goalie, but Bozak's right there for the rebound to make it 2-0. Later on here, he's on the power play. A huge hit by, I believe, Weidman. Weidman's going to feed it over to Kessel. Kessel is through. He's going to go a little double backhand that squeaks through past the goalie, short-handed to make it 3-0. And a nice job by Kessel there to get the goal. And I think he's had like a 6-game goal streak right now for our team. And as you can see, we end up winning that one 3-0. So a nice job by our team. He's only had 9 seconds of time on attack during that one. And so we'll take that win, and we'll move on to about 1 point away from winning Division 9. So in our next game, a chance to win Division 9. He's got the Ducks jersey, Leafs logo, and he's got a pretty good team. But look at that. Mihalik ends up sending Bouwmeester into the boards. He avoids the check from Carlson, ends up feeding it across for Stastny. Stastny has himself a goal. And this one to make it 1-0. Later on here, Havlat with the puck. He's going to go across, and Bozak's going to pick it up and make it 2-0. Then Mihalik here with the puck. He's going to pull up right before Carlson and give it to Kessel with a nice one-timer slap shot to make it 3-0. Later on here, it's going to be Kuhlman getting the puck, giving it over to Stastny. Stastny, a nice couple moves, gives it to Mihalik, and Mihalik wraps it around. Havlat wraps it around the goalie, make it 4-0. Then later on, Caron with a nice hit on Carlson. He's got to feed it in front of Letestu, and Letestu puts it away to make it 5-0. Later on here, it's going to be Greening with the puck, avoiding the hit from Giordano, feeding in front of Condra. Backstrom makes a save, but Greening shoots, goes off the post, and Condra picks up the rebound to make it 6-0. Later on here, it's going to be Stastny with the puck, making a nice couple moves past the defenseman, and goes backhand past Backstrom to make it 7-0. Off that same face-off, it's Condra with the puck. Look at this passing by our team. Everyone touches it on the fourth line, and Greening ends up getting the goal for that one to make it 8-0. Later on here, Carlson takes the shot, and I think it's tipped by Gagne to make it 8-1. But that's all he would get, because Weidman later on plays a little puck chop over to Kessel. Kessel gets the puck, makes a couple moves, and snipes it past Backstrom to make it 9-1. Then Kessel here once again making some moves and gives it to Mihalik to make it 10-1. And just for good measure here, Stastny makes a nice move past Edler, and he ends up getting tripped up by Eric Johnson. And he's going to get himself a penalty shot, and you can see this is not going to be a bad penalty shot at all. Nice couple moves through the legs here, and I saw the diving poke check coming, so I decided to loop it over him, and it ended up working nicely. So 11-1 win for our team there. 885 EA pucks from that one. A very big game, and we end up winning Division 9 too, so we got quite a bit of pucks, an extra 850 there from that one. And we'll move on to Division 8 with high hopes for our team. 11 minutes to 3 minutes time on attack. And as you can see, the 3 stars of the game happen to be Paul Stastny, Phil Kessel, and Milan Mihalik. So after that game, we had a couple pucks. We decided to pick up a couple players. And the first player we'll be picking up is Andrew Cogliano for 800 by now. A solid player who'd be good on our third line. And also Carl Hagelin. A lot of you guys wanted him. I think it's because of the speed. But 1500 by now, the cheapest one on the market. I had to wait for a bit to get him. And he'll fit in nicely on our third line as well. Might move him up, but as right now, I'll keep on third line. So anyways, first game. Vancouver Canucks logo in jersey. As you can see, we're going to start it off by Klessa making a bad pass. Brendan's going to pick it up and a little clapper past the goalie. Big one, actually, and make it 1-0. Later on here, Bozak with the puck, trying to feed it to Havla. He can't pick it up, but Havla ends up going over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman back to Bozak. He shoots, and Kuhlman picks up the rebound to make it 2-0. Later on here, goalie a bit out of net, but Weidman gets up getting the puck over to Greening, who plays it over to Gostad. Gostad over to Condra. Condra back to Greening, and a nice passing play by our fourth line once again to make it 3-0. Later on here, he's going to shoot, and it's going to get tipped by Gostad to make it 3-1. But that's all he would get, because later on here, Stastny gets the puck from a nice pass by Mihalik. He feeds it over to Kessel, and Kessel goes right around the goalie on the power play to make it 4-1. And just for good measure here, midway through the third, it's going to be Kuhlman picking up the puck, making a nice move past Klesla, and going backhand on the goalie to make it 5-1. I realize backhand kind of just starting to work more like backhand, forehand, or double backhand. They're all kind of like equal right now on breakaways. But anyways, as you can see, domination, 7 minutes to 1 minute time on attack. And Kuhlman probably ended up getting the first star with 2 goals in that one. So anyways, let's go into the last game. We're up against Grizzly USA. And last game of this episode should be an entertaining one. Hopefully we could get some more points in Division 8. And as you can see to start off here, Kessel's going to make a nice move past Jokala and feed it over to Mihalik, who puts it away to make it 1-0. Later on here on the power play, he's going to try clearing it. His player catches it. He gets rocked by Stastny. Stastny gives it over to Kessel. Kessel makes a nice move, a little toe drag there, feeds it to Mihalik, and a beautiful pass and a beautiful finish for Mihalik to get the second of the game. Later on, Caron lays a big hit on his player. Hagelin's with the speed. He's going to be able to beat out the defenseman and feed it over to Cogliano, who has himself his first goal for our team to make it 3-0. Later on here, it's going to be Condra making a nice job to pick up the puck off Cote, and he's going to pass it 5-hole actually through the goalie to make it 4-0. Then it's going to be Havla picking up the puck off the faceoff, giving it to Weidman, and a big clapper off the post and in to make it 5-0. Later on, you're still on that same power play. I believe it's going to be Havla picking it up midway through the third, and a nice move past his defenseman. Mihalik picks it up and puts it away to make it 6-0. Still on another, he's got a power play here, and it's going to be a nice passing play. Kessel ends up getting it, playing it through the legs. A little back skate here, fools everyone. It gives it to Bozak to make it 7-0. Later on here, another toe drag by Kessel. He ends up getting checked, but it's going to be Fraser picking up the puck. He's going to take his time with it. Just circle around. No one's fooling him. Grossman's going to shoot, and it's tipped by Kessel, who makes it 8-0. And just for good measure, off that same face-off, it's going to be Gossett picking up. Look at this passing play with him and Condra. Just keep on passing back and forth. Condra puts it away, and just like that, we have ourselves a 9-0 game, and that is how that one will actually finish. So nice job by our team. In the end, Seidenberg ended up getting injured, but that's okay. We usually get our injury cards that we got from the packs at the start to help heal them. And as you can see, we ended up moving up to 4 points with that 826 EA puck reward game, and 3 stars of the game having to be Kessel, Mihalik, and Weidman. So anyways, as you can see at the end of this episode, we're 2 games into Division 8, and we've got wins in both of them. So 11-0 record so far, a great start for our team. Can't complain about that. So let me know what other players you guys want me to get. What I'm trying to do is avoid the same players from Season 1. I already know I got Havlat. Havlat played on our team for a while. He was probably one of our best players, and I think for the bargain, we'll just let this one slide. But from now on, I want to try to avoid the same players that I got before. That's why I'm picking up kind of guys like Falk and Kuhlman, Bozak, players I normally wouldn't get because their speed isn't that good. But I feel like if I experiment a bit more, it'd be interesting to see. So that is that. And now let's take a look at our team leaders. And as you can see, I guess we have a team leader because it's Kessel leading every single category. 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 points, and he is just dominating for us. 27 points in 11 games. That's like what, more than 2.5? No, just below, just around 2.5. So 2.5 points per game for Kessel. Decent job for our team. And so that will be that for this episode. One quick question that I want to ask you guys: would you guys be interested in GM connected mode that I'd start up sometime in the next couple weeks, and I'd add maybe hot pucks or as prizes and stuff like that, and it'd probably be a play season. Probably add some sims in there, but I'd have to look more into it. But if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, I'll probably, if you guys want me to do something like that, leave a comment. I'll probably end up putting a video out tomorrow, or if you're watching this in the morning, later tonight on the 2nd of January, just to explain it. And if you guys are interested, once again, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll ask you guys some questions later on in terms of setting it up once I actually make that video, if there is interest for it. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Hut. If you did, please leave a like. It's always appreciated. And I'll see you guys next year. Whoops, a little bit too ahead of myself. Anyways, Happy New Year to you guys. Hopefully, I want to thank you guys for a good 2013. Hopefully 2014 is a good year once again. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.